Carl slowly took out a cross, gently placed it on his mother's chest. The staff closed the casket lid. In that moment, Carl glanced up. He noticed the vent in the corner, then looked at the ceiling camera. A perfect plan clicked in his mind. He left the room at once, followed the external vent duct, found the exit. He pried open the vent's metal mesh, then opened his car trunk, wrapped the body tightly, secured with multiple layers of rope, tied the other end to his daughter's remote-controlled toy. Next, Carl tossed the toy deep into the vent. Then he threw the toy into the ventilation pipe, pushing the body in. Once everything was set, Carl returned to the morgue, holding a bunch of balloons. He bribed the staff, kept the room to himself. While they were gone, he let go. The balloons floated up, just blocking the camera. He quickly locked the door, dragged the locker under the fireplace, turned the valve to open the passage, then activated the toy with the remote. Inside the pipe, after some fumbling, the small plastic figure rolled quickly toward him. Carl jumped off the locker, untied his shoelace. He began using it, pulling out the nails from the casket one by one. But when he reached the last nail, the shoelace snapped. As time passed, Carl had no choice but to pull the nail out with his hands. Luckily, the last nail loosened and the lid popped open. Meanwhile, the toy reached the target spot. Carl grabbed the cross, used it to hook onto the toy, pulled the rope hard. Soon the hidden body was pulled out smoothly. He carefully placed it into his mother's casket, resealed the lid quickly. But just then, he heard footsteps in the hallway. Carl took off his leather shoes, used the heels to hammer the nails back. One by one, everything seemed to go smoothly. Everything was as it was before. Carl took a deep breath, trying to stay calm. But before he could relax, the phone in the casket rang. Carl leaned down and pressed his ear to the wood, listening closely. He started to panic slightly. If the staff noticed, he might face serious legal consequences. But it was too late to get the phone. As the staff entered the room, the ringing miraculously stopped. The staff looked at Carl, still mourning by the casket, and didn't suspect a thing. But just as Carl was leaving the room, the staff suddenly called out to him.